Welcome to the Voices of Florida House District 14, Love Thy Neighborhood, the podcast where your story matters. I'm Therese V, Wakefield-Gamble, a lifelong Jacksonville resident, educator, advocate, entrepreneur, and your 2026 candidate for Florida House District 14. This podcast is more than just conversations. It is a movement. From kitchen tables to corner stores, from neighborhood meetings to City Hall, and all the way to the Florida State Capitol. We're bringing together voices from every block, every precinct, every walk of life. From Sherwood Forest and Moncrief to Norwood and Brentwood, Lake Forest and Grand Park, Cedar Hills and Hyde Park, Arlington and Fort Caroline, Southside Estates, Ocean Way and Turtle Creek, Oakleaf, Normandy, and Crystal Springs. Your stories lead the way. And of course, we shine light on our historic districts: Springfield, Eastside, Durkeeville, San Marco, downtown near the stadium, and Merle Avenue. Communities rich with culture, struggle, and legacy. Whether you're a business owner, a teacher, a student, a faith leader, a frontline worker, or a grandma with decades of wisdom, this is your mic, your moment, and your neighborhood. So get comfortable, get inspired, and most importantly, get involved. Let's build Florida House District 14 together. Conversation about who's flipping the switch and why voting in Florida House District 14. Hey, it's not about politics, it's about your pockets and right there on your block. So let me break it down for you. When you don't pick the right leadership, here's what it looks like right here in Florida House District 14. Affordable housing. That's why folks getting pushed out of the neighborhood they lived in for decades. New apartments are popping up, but not one of the single folks on minimum wage can afford them. If your representative is not fighting for rent control, tenant protections, and affordable housing grants, guess what? Developers cash in and we get eviction notices. That leads to homelessness in Florida House District 14. Let's talk about public schools. That's why our teachers are quitting left and right or retiring. Classrooms are being packed, and our kids are not getting the education they rightfully deserve. If your representative is voting to cut school funding or push curriculum bans instead of fighting for your child's right to learn the truth, our babies suffer, which impacts their critical thinking skills and their worldview on how to be able to be productive citizens in this society. Let's talk about healthcare next. Many folks are sitting in the emergency room for hours and they can't afford prescriptions. If your representative is not pushing for Medicaid expansion or more clinics right in the neighborhood for Florida House District 14, we stay sick while they stay silent. And when we sick, we can't work. If we can't work, we can't eat and take care of our families. Think about that. Now let's talk about jobs and wages. People are working 2 and 3 jobs and they still can't pay the rent. No fight is being made for a $15 an hour plus minimum wage. No investments in workforce training for better paying jobs in Florida House District 14. If your representative is not demanding fair pay, your 40 hours don't even cover groceries. Transportation. That's why transportation buses do not come on time or they don't reach us where we need to go. If nobody is not fighting for transportation upgrades in Florida House District 14, you stay stuck, literally and economically. Real talk, your tax dollars are getting spent, but not in Florida House District 14. Where are they going? That's the question we need to be asking. Every time you pay sales tax, property tax, gas tax, that money should be coming back to fix your block, your park, your kids' school, to improve your quality of life. But if your representative is asleep at the wheel or have retired early and went on vacation and didn't give notice, that money gets steered to other districts, not Florida House District 14. Florida House District 14 will get potholes. They will get busted street lights. They will get grocery stores replaced with dollar stores. Some of them don't even get replaced with dollar stores. They wind up being vacant buildings and get a bunch of promises but no progress. Meanwhile, downtown and other districts are getting shiny new buildings, waterfront projects, and Florida House District 14 is still waiting on getting sidewalks, bus benches, clean parks, just to name a few. Florida House District 14 has probably 2 or 3 libraries at the whole district. But certain neighborhoods, there's not even a walkable library in their district for the children to get to. Why the August 18th, 2026 primary election is the election for Florida House District 14. Let me tell you why. Whoever wins the Democratic primary usually wins the seat. If you wait till November, it is too late. Your vote is too late. The real decision lies in the primary election. The one that decides if your community gets investments, respect, dignity, and real leadership, and renewing your identity. It all happens August 18th, 2026. That is why everyone needs to verify your voter registration now. You need to register your family, friends, and your neighbors. You need to know the rules of the SAVE Act that was recently passed in Congress. You need to get all your documents together and ready. Passport, birth certificates, citizenship proof if needed. Vote early if you can. Vote by mail. If you voted by mail last year, you need to re-register again this year. Do not procrastinate. Do it now. Or either show up on primary day. Why the importance of August 18th, 2026 primary election? In Florida House District 14, the Democratic Party often determines the outcome of the general election due to the district political composition. In other words, the district makeup. Therefore, the primary on August 18, 2026 is effectively the decisive election. Participating in this primary ensures that your voice is heard, and in selecting a representative, which is yours truly, Therese V. Wakefield, for Florida House District 14, 2026, who will align with the values and the priorities that matters to you the most. Navigating the SAVE Act and protecting your voting rights. The Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, that's the SAVE Act. It was recently passed in the U.S. House, mandated that individuals provide documentation proof of U.S. citizenship when registering to vote in federal elections. This requirement is disproportionately affecting various groups, including married women who have changed their names, the elderly, and the low-income individuals who may not have immediate access to necessary documents. The steps you need to take is to verify your voter registration. Ensure your information is current by visiting the Duval Supervisor of Elections. Register to vote. If you're not registered, you need to do so immediately. Keep in mind the new documentation requirements. Prepare necessary documents. Gather acceptable forms of identification such as a United States passport or a birth certificate well in advance before registration deadlines. So I'm calling each and one of you to action. Empower yourself and your community by staying informed and proactive. Educate others and share this information with your family and friends and neighbors. Engage with representatives. Reach out to your elected officials to express your views and concerns. Do not stay silent, because when we are silent, we are complicit. And participate in local events with the Duval Election Committee or the Duval Democratic Party and many other clubs and caucuses that are democratic and progressive and are for the people and not for politics and profits. Attend your town halls, your community meetings, and your forums, whether it's in person or in line. Find out how you can get the information necessary so you can plan and make the necessary decisions best for you, your family, and your children's future. This is Therese V. Wakefield-Gamble, your 2026 candidate for Florida House District 14, and I am here letting you know who's flipping the switch, why voting in Florida House District 14 is not just about politics, it is about your pockets and your block and protecting your voting rights. Stay tuned for more information to come. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Voices of Florida House District 14. Love thy neighborhood. If you felt seen, heard, or inspired, share this episode, subscribe to our podcast, and spread the word across our district and beyond. From Durkeeville to Dunn Avenue, from East Side to Edgewood, from Springfield to San Marco, and across every street near the stadium downtown. We are building power, one voice at a time. Don't forget to sign the petition to get me on the 2026 ballot and donate $26 today to keep this campaign for the people, powered by the people. Schedule your story session, stay connected on social media, and join our volunteer team, digitally or in person, because change starts with us, right here, right now, right on your block. Until next time, love your neighbor, lift your voice, and let's fight for the future we all deserve. Paid for by Therese V. Wakefield-Gamble, Democrat for Florida House District 14. Produced by CRPC Now Media. Powered by Concierge Resource Professional Consultants, LLC.